Hello everyone, it's Jacinta from Posture Tonic. Welcome to a Pilates flow class. Today this class is designed for those that are looking for a bit of mobility into their back. Maybe their back's a little on the niggly side and just some general back pain. It is perfect to get movement through the spine and get some deep core abdominal work in. So you're gonna feel pretty amazing afterwards. We're gonna get started first, laying down onto your back. So we're laying all the way down, arms out to a letter T. Feet stay flat onto the floor. Squeeze your knees together. Take an inhale, swift those knees off to one side, looking in the opposite direction of those knees. Use your breath out to return those knees back up to midline. Other side, inhale, knees fall off to one side. Exhale, use your core back up through the middle with those knees. Keep going, taking those knees, drifting off to one side. Feeling a little gentle stretch through that lumbar spine. Keep your shoulder blades anchored flat onto the floor. Use your side waist muscles to draw the knees up to midline. Inhale, falling off to one side. Twist that lower back. Breath out, return back to center. One more each side. Inhale. Exhale back through the middle. Other side, inhale. Exhale, pull knees back to center. Exhale, return those knees. We'll take those knees to tabletop, squeezing knees and ankles together. Keep those arms out into that letter T, and then try taking that same movement with those legs up in the air this time. Same breath pattern. Inhale, take the knees off to the side. And exhale, wrap it through the midline, return back to center. The further you take those knees off to the side, the stronger work through the core it is. If you need to have those feet flat on the floor today, that's okay. Or maybe it's just a gentle swivel of those knees. So a lower range of motion. Just here, back to center. Let's go 10 more seconds here. Good, last 3, 2, and 1. Feet down onto the floor. A couple of pelvic tilts. Hands come onto your front of your hip bones. You're gonna lift your back up off the floor, arching your back. And then flatten your back. Smush your bones into your mat here, drawing the abs down heavy into your mat. Opposite way again. Inhale, rock that pelvis away from you. You'll see a nice arch through that back. And exhale, draw those abs in, smush it down into your mat. Perfect, so you're feeling that tilt of that pelvis at the front here. Your hands are in place for a bit of feedback, and you can make these as big or as small as you need. One more in each direction. So that's flexion, extension of the spine. Let's find neutral spine in between those two movements, where it feels nice and natural to hold your spine. Maybe there's a little gap there between your mat, not too much. Okay, from here, arms down by your side, feet are flat and about a hand distance away from the bottom. You're gonna roll the pelvis towards you, smush your lower back in towards the mat, peel yourself all the way into a glute bridge. You can go for a slightly lower range on this first couple of reps. And I want you to peel your spine down, bone by bone, onto the mat, passing through neutral, and then tuck it under. You're in a posterior tilt. Lift it up. Peel back down. So exhale, roll the pelvis towards you. Lift those hips up. You might find a little bit more range here now. Really opening out through those hip flexors and melting back down. So again, choosing where you need to take this range. Maybe it's here today, maybe it's all the way up, but never to the point where you're arching your lower back. So keep locked through that core, ribs to hips, and lower down. Let's take those arms to the sky here now. Roll up with those arms to the sky and peel it down. Good, I want you to energetically drag your heels in towards the bottom, and your bottom is tucked and squeezed under, and peel it down. Okay, so nice slow moving, mobilizing start to this class. We'll make sure we hit those abs nice and deep, and we'll get just full range of motion through our entire body. So you're up for a good class today. Really just checking in to see how your body feels to start with. And then again later, hopefully feeling nice and free by the end of this class. So in 10 seconds time, we're holding our bridge at the top. Okay, on the next one, hold it up in 3, in 2, hold up in 1. Walk your feet in another inch. Then keep those hips still. We're lifting heels up and down. Heels up and lower. Lift it up and lower. Okay, as your heels lift, arms reach behind you, lengthen your spine. Drop your heels, arms straight over shoulder height. So arms flow back, arms to the sky. We should start to feel those hamstrings light up here now. So the back of those legs are saying hello. Make sure you're reaching those knees long over your toes so you're creating that space and length through the top of that body. Just 10 seconds here. Meet me with those heels high in 4, 3, 2, heels high on 1, arms to the sky. Pulse those hips down an inch, up an inch, down and up. Really squeeze the glutes together at the top. We release and drop the hips down and then squeeze at the top again. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Okay, make those pulses a little bit bigger. We're halfway down and we're all the way up. Nice work. Okay, make it full range. Drop the hips down, lift it back up. Just for 5, 4, 3, 2, and roll that spine vertebrae by vertebrae all the way down. Let those knees just sway off from side to side. All right, right leg to tabletop. Back into your neutral spine here. Roll the pelvis towards you. Single leg glute bridge. Roll it back down. We're going 30 seconds on this side. If you need to modify, make sure you have both heels down onto the ground and just continue with your double leg lifts. So double leg glute bridge. Perfect, so right leg is staying in tabletop. Really squeezing that left glute to lift you up. 10 seconds left. Nice work. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, melt all the way back down. Right foot comes to the ground, left leg to tabletop straight away. 30 seconds, lift it up and down. Make sure you're rolling the pelvis towards you, balancing on the shoulder tips at the top, and then melting through the sternum, middle, lower back on the way down. Let's go, 20 seconds. Good, make sure your knee is pointing straight forward, hip bones pointing straight up to the sky. 10 seconds to go. Final 4, 3, 2, last 1. Roll all the way down, both feet flat, hands behind the back of your head. Curls, lifting the head, shoulders off your mat, and return the upper body down. Breathe out, lift. Inhale, lower. All right, making sure that you're still in that neutral spine. Even when you curl up here, we're not smushing the lower back in, we're not tucking the hips under. Everything stays in neutral. What you're focusing on though is that bottom 12th rib sliding down towards the pelvis, and we're feeling that gentle lift up through the pelvic floor and that wrapping in of that waist. So here's our deep core work. Take your time, exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Okay, if your back's feeling good today, going to return those legs back to tabletop, squeeze the knees and ankles together, and lift up and down. Good, keeping those elbows as wide as you can and the head as heavy as you can into those supportive hands. Should start to feel those abs switching on now. Good job. All right, 10 seconds time. We'll take a little reset. We'll get our next layer in 5, 4, 3, 2, rest on 1. Hug your knees in towards the chest for a quick second, circling those knees out to the side, pull them back in, release it all off. Good, we're gonna make sure we switch right off and then we're able to find that connection and hold it. All right, back to tabletop. This time hold your curl at the top. So we're here, hold the curl, single toe taps, tapping one toe down, lift back to tabletop. Other toe taps, lift to tabletop. Your knees are apart, hip distance this time. You're maintaining that curl unless you need a breather and just continue with those legs. Let's go. Finding that deep core. Make sure you're blowing out through pursed lips. Good job. 8 more seconds. You can do it. Can we lift up a little higher? Tap, tap for 5, 4, 3, 2, lower that foot down on 1. Stretching your arms and legs nice and long for a second. Breathing in and out. Okay, from here, legs back down onto the floor, hands behind your head. I'm gonna curl up one last time. Extend your arms down by your hips. Legs come to tabletop. We start pumping those arms up and down for our Pilates hundreds. So maintain that curl, nice vigorous arm pumps. And can we extend those legs up to the sky to advance? Breathing in for 5 counts. Out for 5 counts. That's it, keep going. Inhale. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. Reach those fingertips long. We've got final 10 seconds here. Good. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Hold on to those knees. Little rock and roll here. Massaging that spine. Good. All right, come all the way up. Cross those legs over. Walk your knees back underneath your hips, 4-point kneeling. Hands underneath the shoulders. Finding a delicious cat-cow in a circle. Inhale, lower the chest down, circling your body. Shift your weight back over your heels. So inhale, rock forward. Exhale, pull back. Nice. One more in this direction. And let's reverse. Chest down low, chest up high. Shift forward, drop the chest, shift back, round the spine. Perfect. Finding your neutral spine in between those two extremes lies your neutral. Eyes facing down. It's got a whole word then. We're gonna go in with our bird dog. Extending left arm, sweep right leg along the floor and lift it up to shoulder and hip height. Returning the hand and knee back down. Inhale, other side, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, lift. Back through to center. Inhale, slide. Exhale, lift. Reaching from your fingertips all the way to your tippy toes. Beautiful. We want to keep those hip bones pointing straight down. So no shifting through those hips. Really squeeze that leg, squeezing right into that glute as well. Palm faces down and your shoulder blade lying flat along the back of that rib cage. Perfect. So either stay here if you'd like to advance. Tuck your toes under, hovering those knees off, and try a bird dog here. For those with a little bit of niggly pain, you're going to just keep your knees down onto the floor. And continue shifting from side to side. We've got 20 seconds remaining. Lengthen, reach. Make sure you're pulling deep up with those abs. So that belly button scooping to hug your spine. Nice work. Let's hold left arm and right leg in 3, 2. Extend left arm, extend right leg. Hold it here. We're pulsing down and up just an inch. Keep it super controlled. Try not to wobble too much through that center. Pull deep up through those abs. Pulse, pulse, last 5. Point the toe, reach the fingertips long away from each other in opposition. 4, 3, 2. Other side, switch it straight over, lengthening right arm and left leg. Let's go, pulse, up, down. Yeah, so you got 8 seconds. 4, 3, it's down dog into down dog in 1, toes tuck under, lift those hips up, finding a beautiful stretch here, pedaling the feet out, bending one knee at a time, dropping that heel down. Good, 3, 2, hold both heels down, find that stretch through the back of those calves, breathe into it. On your next inhale, float that right leg up towards the sky, fold at that knee and hold the scorpion stretch. Really opening up through that right hip flexor. On your next exhale, step that right foot between those hands all the way through. Take your hands off the floor into low lunge. Drop your hips down a little. Hold there. Hips are facing square to the end of your mat. From here, hinge at your hips and sweep those arms back. Chest drops down. As you come back up into your lunge, this time drop your back knee down, 90-90 lunge. Adjusting that back foot if you need to. So, arabesque lunge, tilting forward at the chest, and then drop low, 90-90. Keep going. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop. Start building that speed here. I want you to push your right heel down into the mat and fire up that right glute. Keep your back straight in each setup. So here, bang, we're straight. Perfect. Knee pointing straight forward. Keep that alignment. We're gonna get our heart rate up a little bit here now. Strengthening our legs and particularly that right glute and right quad. So your left foot is quite light through this arabesque, but 50-50 through the middle. You've got 15 seconds left. Keeping that quick pace, you've got this. Sweep forward, make sure your arms are straight and strong. Sweep back. Hold your arabesque in 5 seconds time. In 2, in 1. Let's fold forward, hold it here. Hands come back into prayer. Elbows draw wide. Stay here. Taking a twist towards that right leg. Back to the center. Inhale away from the midline towards that right leg. Exhale back to center. So inhale, rotate, exhale, back to midline. You're gonna find that right quad's working, but keep driving down into that heel. Send your energy right up into that right glute. Woo, stay low for 5. For 4, 3, come back to center in 2, hold it in 1. Can we lift that right heel up? Can we pulse through that right knee? Oh yes, keep that back leg straight, maybe reaching those arms. You've got 5. Down dog in 3, 2, and down dog. Oh me, oh my. That was a good one. Pedaling out the feet, flush them out. Breathe in, let it all go on the exhale. Well done. Float the left leg to table, to the sky rather, on your next inhale. And fold at the knee. Hold your scorpion stretch. On your next exhale, big step through with that left foot. Land it between the hands. Take those hands off, finding a low lunge. Drop your hips down a little. Okay, find your alignment. Same thing on this side, hinging your body forward. Tilting forward, dropping down. Sweep forward, drop down. Inhale, as we lengthen, exhale, drop down. All right, find that resistance through the arms. Give your back a little squeeze. A little pinch through the shoulder blades. Focus is on that front left leg. Right leg is quite light in this arabesque. 50-50 through the middle. Let your heart rate creep up. Feeling nice and strong. Good, keep it up. 15 seconds to go. Keep that pace. Maybe a little bit quicker. Final 10 seconds here. We're gonna slow it down, get nice and juicy through that left side. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold your arabesque in 1. Hands are in prayer. Get your alignment, weight over that front leg, and twist towards it, wringing out that spine back to center. Little gentle draw in through those lower abs to help your balance. Back through to midline, you've got this. Maybe wiggle those toes a little bit. Check that you've got your weight heavy into your heel. Good, 5 seconds. 3 to go. 2, you're back through the middle in 1. Lift that heel up, let's do it. Pulse it to even it up. Maybe reach those arms, you'll be out of it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, step it back. Finding your down dog. Well done. All right, exhale, lift your chest up, rippling forward, and float through to your plank. Holding strong in your plank with your hips tucking under, belly button scooping up. Again, lift your hips up to the sky, down dog. Rounding through the spine, chin stays at your chin. And then unravel your spine, eye gaze looking just about 2 inches in front of you. Hiking those hips, down dog. Exhale, round. So keep moving through your down dog to plank. Ten seconds remaining. Holding your plank in 3, 2, and 1. Hold your plank. All right, down onto your elbows. Here we go. Hold strong. Lift out of those shoulders. And then we're going back onto those hands. Up, up. We're going down, down. Up, up. Forearms, hands. If you need to modify, drop down onto your knees. Down, down, up, up. If your back is feeling a little niggly still at this point, we're just gonna hold your half plank. Focus on drawing those lower abs in, lifting out of the shoulders, squeezing the glutes a little. Otherwise, you're still here. Final 10 seconds of your commandos. You've got this. Give me 8. 3, 2, and 1. Lower your knees, lower your hips. Hands come out as far as your mat. And inhale, lift your chest up. Keep your elbows onto the floor. Little cobra stretch. Lower your chest down, lower your forehead to the floor. Inhale, lift your chest up. If it feels good, you're going to extend those arms as well. And then melt yourself all the way back down. One more. Inhale. Maybe extending those arms. You could walk them a little bit closer if you want a bit more of a stretch. Lower your elbows, lower your chest. Keep your elbows out at 90 degrees. Keep your forehead resting onto the mat. I'll just hover mine so you can hear me. From here, we're going to inhale, flick the arms and chest bone off the floor, just a few inches. Hold it here. Squeeze down your back. Draw your elbows down towards your hip pockets. Back to 90-90, lowering the chest and forearm down. So we lift up on 1, pull back on 2, elbows to your hips. Out on 3, down on 4. Keep going. Chest hovers, squeeze down the back. Elbows back out 90 and lower. Good. If you want a little bit more, you're going to still add that squeeze down, elbows to your hip pockets, but maybe reaching those arms long and then lower your chest down. So we can lift up, pull the elbows, maybe extending those arms overhead, and then back to 90-90. Let's go, 20 seconds. Working on that back strength to help support your glutes. If your back's niggly at this point, just cross your knees over. Still hovering the chest, but your knees are bent, taking a little bit of load off your back. Think about drawing those abs away from your mat. So if there's an ice cube on your mat between your belly and you don't want to get it cold, you're going to lift your abs up away from the ice cube. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach and lower. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. From here, prop yourself up onto your elbows. They're just out in front of you. And then you're going to lift one leg up, swing it behind you really gently, and slowly back in through the middle. Other side, lifting up. Now let's move away from my couch, and we just take a little twist over to the side. Maybe the foot will tap the floor, maybe it'll hover over. It's just a gentle unwind through that lumbar spine once again. Beautiful. Nice and slow. You have time for one more on each side. Beautiful, guys. Come all the way into a side plank setup. Keep your left elbow onto your mat, left knee is onto the mat, extend the right leg. All right, we're gonna lift those hips up, press them forward, reach your top arm up to the sky. Go ahead and lift that right leg up in line with your hip, and then make sure your toes are pointing straight forward. So your knee and toes point forward. Now flex your foot. Let's pulse the leg up and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back just to hip height. So inhale, higher than hips, and then back to hip height. We're gonna stay open through the chest. You're gonna feel that left glute squeezing to stabilize you. And that supportive shoulder is working on our posture here, strengthening around that shoulder girdle. Pulse it just for 10. Nice, last 5. We reach up a little bit higher. Last 3, 2, drop your hips down for a second on 1. Okay, take a little breather. Next up is our thread the needle. So come all the way up, reach that arm, reach your leg, threading under, and lift it back up. So inhale, wrap through. Exhale, reach the arm to the sky. Modification, just rest that top leg down onto your mat as we twist it through. Good, just 3 more. 2. Inhale, wrap under last time. And 1, well done. Drop those hips down, roll onto your sit bones, holding onto the back of your knees, sit and grow tall. Spine is straight, and so straight that you start to lift up your chest bone, creating a bit of extension through the upper body. Lift up out of the pelvis, grow tall out through the crown of your head, and then exhale, tuck your hips under, round through that lower spine, round, 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 drop your chest down. Good, exhale, lift back up into that first setup. Grow tall, little arch, and exhale, round it down. Inhale, lift, and exhale. Should feel beautiful on that lower back. Mobilizing in flexion, mobilizing in extension. Good, be careful not to overly arch through that lower back. If you're feeling a little vulnerable today, you could just keep it neutral. And down, last time. Okay, crossing those legs over, moving in to that side plank, second side. So you'll need your right elbow down, right knee down. Extend that left leg, reaching your left arm up to the sky. Let's go up, extend that leg up, lift it up in line with your hip, flex the toes, they're pointing forwards, and we lift up and down here. So pure lateral glutes, lateral thigh, strengthening through that whole sling, even our obliques. Think about all those benefits. It's a toughie. Keep it going. Good, breathe through. You get your little breather in 10 seconds, your little reset in 8. And lift out of that shoulder, shine open wide those collarbones. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a little rest. Ready for our thread the needle. Reach up, exhale, lift. Maybe hovering that foot up as well. Let's wrap it under. Lift your arm up to the sky. Again, inhale, ravel those ribs around your spine and lift up on the exhale. Remember, you could drop that foot down. Just focus on that mobility upper back. You have 3 more. Seeing if you can reach a little bit further. Make sure your eyes are following that hand. 2 to go. 1 more. And lower it down. Well done. Back onto your sit bones. Keep your knees bent. Sit up nice and tall. This time, as you round your spine, continue to roll all the way down. So peel down bone by bone. Arms let go, lengthen over your head. Arms to the sky, exhale, chin to chest. Find the back of your legs. You're gonna roll yourself all the way up to sit tall. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, drop it down. Bone by bone comes down, lengthening the arms. Exhale, either use those back of your legs or keep your arms reaching long to advance. Keep moving at your own pace here, nice and slow, particularly on the way down. You might need to go a little bit quicker on the way up, but really slow it down. Use those abs, not momentum. If you want a little bit more advancement here, extend those legs. Press the back of the knees down into the floor. Use those abs and lift up. Good job, 20 seconds remaining. Try and explore that range, as in give this one a go with your legs straight if you haven't yet already. Perfect, 10 more seconds like this. I'm gonna forward fold And find a hamstring stretch in 5. Nice and slow. Finish this last one off in 3. In 2, reaching for your toes on the next one. Reach forward, fold it down, breathing into the back of those legs. If this is too intense, you could try bending one knee, reaching for one leg. Doesn't matter where you are, I want you to just push your knee down into the floor. I want you to hinge forward. Finding a stretch to the back of the leg is key. Good. If you are doing single, you slowly come back up, and I want you to swap to the other side. If you're doing double, stay down. Remember, if you're here, that is so fine wherever you feel a stretch. Maybe you're walking down a little bit more each time. Good. Okay, come and cross those legs into the middle of your mat, moving into our mermaid. Reaching left arm up to the sky. I want you to take it over to the side, lengthening out through those fingertips. Then I want you to twist your chest down towards the mat. Reach your arm away from you as far as possible. Feeling that deep stretch through underneath that armpit, down towards your left hip. So really anchor that left sit bone down. Swivel the ribs up to the sky and pivot those arms up and over. Other side, reaching up and over, lengthening the arm. And then go ahead, twist the chest down, reach the arm. Chest back up to the sky. Really plant that right hip down. Beautiful, come back up through the middle. And one more on each side, reach it up. Take your chest down, reach forward. Inhale, side bend. Exhale, swivel over to the other side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back up to the side, bend. Exhale, lift up through the middle. All right, from here you're going to have those hands walk behind you. You're gonna bring those feet so your knees face up to the sky. Walk those hands away from you a little bit. Just having a shoulder stretch if this feels okay for you. Breathe into it for 5. Maybe walk those hands out a little bit more. 4, 3, 2, slowly come all the way back up. Keep your hands behind you. Interlace those hands, squeeze the shoulder blades. Let go, take your hands out in front of you, pull the shoulder blades apart, rounding your spine. Good, and last one here, you're gonna lay back onto your back, coming into that glute bridge to finish. So roll the pelvis towards you, press your lower back into your mat. I want you to peel up, 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 up. Nice, neutral spine at the top. Tuck your hips under, squeeze those glutes. Shine your collarbones opened. Peel down from your chest, your middle back, and your lower back. Okay, keep going. I want you to really focus on stretching your spine. So tucking your tailbone under, but lengthening out towards your feet. Ribs sink down. And then on the way down, feel each vertebrae come down and feel a stretch. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Keep those glutes squeezed until your hips come down, then you can release those glutes. One more here. Exhale, roll it up. Arms go back onto the floor behind you. Reach those fingertips far away. Lengthen, lengthen. Keep that lengthened feeling as we slowly peel down together. We have 10 seconds to roll down. Are we ready? Let's start. Roll down from the upper body, so from between your shoulder blades. Feel each vertebrae laid down. Really stretch out between each bone. Keep your abs engaged to control. We're not dumping the hips down. Moving through to your middle. Moving through to your lower spine. Right here, we need to really focus. Can we print that lower back down? One vertebrae at a time. All the way until your hips come onto the floor. Yes, well done. You're gonna hug those knees in towards your chest as tight as you can. Have a little rock from side to side. Perfect. And then roll over to the side. hand onto the floor, push yourself all the way up, and that brings us to the end of your Pilates flow class. So I hope your back is feeling nice and mobilized, your joints are feeling free, and you enjoyed it. Please give this video a like if you did like it, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel, as this really supports my channel and I can keep on giving these workouts to you. Guys, I'm gonna see you back here for another workout really soon. I'm Jacinta from Tonic. Have a beautiful day.